minasan, Hikiyami Moriko desu, and welcome to another indie game. This one's called In the Grace of Our Malice, and it's by the developer... What's the name of the developer? Damn it, I forgot the name of the developer. Give me a second. Sorry, this is new. And it's by the developer Kiririn Light. Yeah. This game it's also a submission for the Tuga Jam 3, and when I went into the Tuga Jam, because that's the first time I heard about that game jam, so I wanted to know what it was. And on the page for the Tuga Jam 3 says, this jam is by and for the Portugal Discord server. If you stumble upon this page by some freak chance, please refrain from submitting. Welcome once more to Tuga Jam. This is where dreams become real. As always, there's no team, just do your best and take care of yourself while doing so. I said no team, but if you can make a game about a bad bitch that will ruin my life, I appreciate it, but don't feel pressure. And then it's some resources that the person gives for making games, right? Which is it's funny to me. Anyway, let's play the game, right? Where's the game window? I lost the game. Okay, here it is. Moriko-sama simply cannot stop playing Pig. Someone stop him. Now that the stream is starting, I can say it. Banger thumbnail art. Yeah, I was expecting someone to notice. That's I don't usually put that much effort into thumbnails, but I like the style of the game and I try to give it a chance. Thank you for noticing. Anyway, let us go, right? Not sure what kind of game this is. I think it's a visual novel because it kind of looks made in Rempi. I'm not sure about that. Well, it says a computer game made by Kitty with characters designed by Merenchtel. So yeah, presented by Tsukeban. So let's start the game. Hello. Hello. Written by Kiririn. Okay. Hello. Is that? Yeah. Yeah. I see. Hey, now look. Just don't freak out. I'm here to judge, okay? It's gonna be alright. We all fuck up. I'll be there. Yeah, I'll be there in like 2 hours. Just hold the fort, okay? Really? In the Grace of Our Malice. What a nice title, by the way. I like it. Ooh. So, what exactly happened? There's something wrong with me, B. Well, I read there's something wrong with everyone. And it's on us to do something about it. Get in the car. I'll go inside and, you know. Thank you, B. Don't mention it. You still have that Colombian coffee I like so much? No? Alright. I feel like this type of like background graphics has become really popular lately with games. So I finished watching Zeta the other day. I got obsessed with the music. What is that, like a TV show? It's really cheerful for such a sad and dark show, but I love it. It's like everyone was doing it at the time. You know? That sort of music mismatch. Wait, I'm actually gonna make the chat a little bit smaller so it doesn't block as much of the game. You guys are okay with that, right? Yeah, should be okay. Happy music, sad show. When I think of hard-hitting music from the era that actually fits the contents, I think of like Lady Snowblood or Tokyo Drifter. Those are appropriate soundtracks for the teams. Meiko Kaiji herself sung... now I'm feeling this is not made up and it's actually real shows and people, I don't know. Meiko Kaiji herself sung for some of her movies and that's like the sickest shit. Her character suffers so much all because she's a woman in a man's world. I love Meiko Kaiji. I want to be like her when I grow up. It's the eyes. Something in the eyes gets to me. Everything okay there? We're almost at the place. Why did you pick up gun? What? Okay. I saw the movies were on Netflix and let's say I was having trouble sleeping. Yo, we can watch something cool when we are back. Okay, if your first time watching Gundam it's in Netflix, you're like 12 years old. I'm sorry. Actually, I never seen Char's Counterattack. I was gonna finish the scene before, but I'm already in town, so... Believe me, I want that more than anything, just not right now. You know my apartment is a mess right now, P. Ain't that the truth? Well, we are here. Can you carry it? Carry what? Myself? The body? Are we burying a body? Is that what we're doing? So, how have you been? Situation at hand aside, we don't text like we used to. And it's been like 2 years since I saw you. I mean, that's life, right? I hella miss you. Why does this character sound like this? Uh, I've been fine, still a lot to fix. You miss me? You could say that before. I did, but you thought I hadn't a chance. Okay, fair enough. Because why else will I treat you nicely, right? I have to want something. Yeah, that's right. Every time someone tries you nicely, they want something. It pisses me off just thinking about it. It's like, why am I even here? Never mind. Sorry. How beautiful. This ray at night is something else. And the breeze is perfect. Oh, you can hear the breeze. Very nice. With all the stress and stuff back home, Lord knows I needed this. I think I didn't need to tell you, but I'm not in college anymore. Found a construction job that suits me well, keeps me in shape too. The only bad thing is that my arms are still noodles. I've been working for a year, and they've grown like 1 inch. I wanna get buff. Oh, and my hands are broke now. Hey, that's good, that's helpful. You know, I want to believe that you don't have to go to college, you don't have to go to university. As long as you find something that works for you, it's totally okay. Mom said years ago that I should find a sugar daddy and keep my hands silky smooth forever. But that ain't my style. A desk job ain't my thing either. Yeah, I hate desktop jobs, yeah. Late last year I tried OnlyFans because I was broke, so okay, I don't approve that. Thing is, I look like a PS1 skeleton when I'm naked and nobody stopped. Only one guy did, and I bought a shake with the money. Imagine selling your purity for one shake. What a shame. He said really funny shit though. One day he was like, Kokjusu, and... Oh man, I didn't expect this game to hurt me like this. What is wrong with younger generations, man? We have to go back. But anyway, I want to make money for dance classes. I want to get into career fair and things like that. Oh man, I have met people like this before. It doesn't end well. There's this cool chick I follow on Insta, and she does like insane stuff. I didn't think dancing was an art until I saw her. It better not be pole dancing, I swear to God. I read that looking after people on Insta and social media makes you depressed, and I kinda get it. When I'm done, man, it's kinda nice. Like I'm cringing a little bit, but it's also kinda nice to see this kind of um, speech, I guess, in indie games. You know, like this more Gen Z millennial thingy, like words like doom scrolling, which I'm not used to saying, much less reading. It's kind of fine. And the vibes are rotten. What does that even mean? What does the vibes are rotten means? Like, is that a good thing? I look at the hot lady driving the ratty, and it makes me want to get some of that for myself too. You know, that's like a terrible bad idea. Like that's actually something I don't like about social media, right? Like not the part that it makes you depressed and stuff like that, but like I don't think, and I really don't think, and it might be like, oh, Moriko, you're a Vtuber, you're sort of an influencer and stuff like that. Yeah, whatever, right? But I don't think for real that you should look up to people online, right? Like to influencers, people on Instagram, on TikTok, and stuff like that. I think like there's not a lot of people that you can really look up to, and it's worth it, right? You better look to your like up to yourself, your mom or dad, someone close to you, right? There's no point in idolizing random people on the internet just because they do one thing right. And it's not even that they do one thing right. You just see the good parts of what they do, right? And honestly, that might be just me, but I don't think like driving a Ferrari it's something you want to do. Like it doesn't accomplish nothing in life. I have never understood why people are really obsessed with. I need to drive the nicest car. If this person is having success, I want that success. I think success is something unique to everyone. Like even if you experience the same kind of success that other people do, it's not gonna be the right kind of success for you, and it's not gonna feel good. So yeah, I don't approve of this. Not that anyone cares, but I have to say it. You're enjoying life now. I'm glad one of us is happy after all we went through. Ooh, this will unlock more lore, but well, I'm glad someone is happy. Well, I had to move on. I cannot just kick myself forever what happened. But what happened? I don't know. I'm gonna up the volume of the game a little bit more. Maybe just a little bit more? If it's too loud, you guys can tell me. You make me ramble so much. But yeah, like, you found someone else and I wasn't being my best. I left you to rot, and it is what it is. I'll carry that guilt forever, but life goes on. Let me know if you want to rest. I brought some sandwich. Sandwich. Oh, my old brain cannot keep up with this. In case you get hungry. Hey, I just wanted to apologize real quick. I don't know if anything I'm saying is sounding like passive aggressive or something. Last thing I wanted to do is treat you the way I used to. Like we were boyfriend and girlfriend or girlfriend and girlfriend. I don't know. We were in a relationship, I guess. And I'm getting some rotten vibes from you. I don't know what does rotten vibes mean. Like bad vibes? You can just say bad vibes. You don't have to say rotten vibes. It's probably my fault. I've been drinking a little too. The classic blame your behavior on drinking. Classic. You haven't said anything wrong. Can we keep talking? Walking? I'm sorry. I don't know. It's hard to see for yourself, but you improve a lot. I mean, I don't know. Well, I guess going from being a OnlyFans thought to wanting to dance, it's an improvement, I guess. But let's just keep walking. I just want things to be okay, but I don't know. You were shaking on the way here. Something tells me I'm triggering it. Why do I go through this? And that sucks. I don't want you to be I don't know, allergic to me. Where do we go now? Right. Not much of a choice there, huh? I have a bad feeling about that road, but I'm gonna trust you. Okay. Sorry, this is definitely not where we want to be. Is that a farm? Are we trespassing? Damn. Man, and I'm tired as hell. I don't want to go back. Let's go back. My legs are killing me. No, it's okay. I'm not gonna give you stuff for that. I learned my lesson. I feel like an asshole every time I remember how I used to treat you over dumb stuff. I mean, if you actually feel that bad about something, you do something about it instead of just trying to move away from it. But actually, let's just have a little break here. I'm kind of beat. How have you been? Me? I already said enough. But good, I guess. I'm not paralyzed anymore, like physically or mentally. Found a new group of friends. They've been lucky keeping me sane. My mom says it's weird that I meet so many people. I wasn't shouting growing up. And I'm a huge asshole too, apparently, so I don't know why any of this happens either. It just does. You still talk to anyone from class? Met any new friends? All my friends are online, dude. Man, I wish I could say this, but I don't think I even have online friends anymore. Like, I went through a sort of pipeline with my life, which was like, I had friends in elementary school like any kid, right? Then I had like one or two friends in middle school. Then I didn't have friends in high school. Then I didn't have friends in university, but I had some people that I used to work with. So it was like kind of, not friends, but like colleagues, but it's like the same thing, right? And then once I graduated, I stopped I stopped talking to everyone that I used to talk to. And I didn't talk to anyone. And I had online friends for a while, but it didn't work out because I don't know, they were not good people, I guess. Not that I am good people, but anyway. And now I just don't talk to anyone, right? I just don't even have online friends. I don't talk to. I mean, I talk to people on stream, right? But outside of that, not really. So. But you hang in real life, right? Call me old school, but text ain't it. I can catch the vibes of someone if I don't see and listen to them face to face. I can catch the vibes. I will punch this character in the face if I met him in real life. Wait, it's a girl, right? Never mind, I wouldn't. I thought I had a line should figure out in high school, but I had some things happen that, let's say some friendships need to stay online. You'll get some stuff and a couple of beers with those friends in the computer. Ah, I'm doing it again. I'm always this bit preachy. I'll shut up. What's wrong with people being shut-ins? Like, there's nothing wrong with being a shut-in. I would say as shut-in myself. This is the best. I feel complete out here. I read somewhere that humans aren't supposed to live in cities like we do. Like we need green to remain sane. Oh yeah, that's pretty much true. I should come here more often. It's good exercise too. Since when are you such a fan of Mother Nature? You've been saying that for like a year. I don't know. Back at most we have a large backyard. Wait, are we brother and sister? Or sister and sister? I don't know. Siblings? I will go there, sit and pet my dog and listen to the leaves. Maybe it's that. In the city I have the action for nature. That's why I'm all fucked up with stress now. I mean, you can't blame it on that. Come on. I have nowhere to think, no one to talk about this stuff. It's noisy everywhere, too many people, too many options, places and shit. It overwhelms. But that's where the money is, and I'm all about that coin. Actually, now that I think about it, this is the first time in a long time we're alone. Alone. As in, talking in real life. It makes me happy. I miss this. Even if it's not the same as before. Well, it wasn't that bad. You can still get it up before down. Unless you want to stick around. Like, when we are done, we can smoke a joint and see the sun going up. Don't do drugs! You stupid fucking stunner. You stupid fucking stunner. We're in a forest. True. Kids, don't smoke in the forest. Don't smoke anywhere. Like, okay, yeah, if you're gonna smoke something, I guess weed is better than regular smokes, or like regular cigarettes, but if possible, don't smoke anything. This is a friendly PSA from your friend Hikiyami Moriko. Smoking is not good. It's not good for you, it's not good for anyone around you, and it's not good for the environment, right? So there's no logical reason to smoke. If you want to deal with your feelings anyway, you can't like get wasted, right? You can just eat a bunch of your feelings. You can exercise, but whatever you do, like, don't do drugs. Like, anything you do, just don't do drugs. If you want to do drugs, even just don't do it. But like, you can take some Benadryl or something to relax. You don't have to smoke. Please, I'm trying to make a better world with my words. Anyway, but we can drink, right? I mean, yeah, you can go on drinking. That's no. I mean, as long as you don't get wasted and cause an accident, it's good. I think we're midway through. You feeling okay? I'm not tired. I didn't say you were. But my feet are gonna explode. I'm definitely not okay. We're gonna need a stick or something. I tripped on the way on the way here, and now I'm scared. Let's see, sticky stick, where are you? Don't be shy. Ah, ta-da! You got a stick. Are you gonna beat me with the stick? You're awfully happy about the stick. Check out this sword. This will always remind me of the Ichibro. Where's my knife? I need to stop myself. Where's my sword? I need to stop myself. Remember when we were back in school? I was listening to the soundtrack and you were like, yo! And we went from there. Okay, so we're not brother and sister. I still have the paper crane you folded when we met. This is awfully Japanese for not looking awfully Japanese. Wait, isn't this a game from Portugal or something? I can't for the life of me remember when you did it, but I held on to it. Felt right, you know? I kinda knew something special was rooming there. And I wanted to have something to remind me of those early moments. Even now with you hating me and having all this grudge, I still have the thing. You have to say that the F word on, in between everything, you know? The more we walk, the less sense it makes that I'm here. B. What do you expect me? What do you expect when you say things like this? What do you expect? I don't know. It's for memories. I'd like for things to be the way they were. And don't get me wrong, I know they won't be. But there's beauty in trying. Well, yeah, I guess I understand the feeling of wanting things to be before. Like, not really, because I don't think, even if I go back, I don't think my life is any better. Like, even if I kept talking to the people I used to talk, I think... Actually, I think that for me, at least, like, when I stopped talking to the people I was talking to, it was for the better. We often don't understand, and this goes back to the topic I was touching when I was talking a few moments ago. We don't really understand how much people affect us, like in our personality and our future, when we are talking to them. But when you stop talking to people, when you distance yourself from those people, you understand like the positive and negative impacts that they have on you. So that's what I try to be. I know it's not the same thing because I'm not friends or like in a relationship of any kind of way that it's not parasocial with my viewers. But I always try to be careful about what I say on streams or what I say on Discord server, whatever, and what I say, and I try to make a positive impact on people's life, as mundane as it sounds, because I know I'm just a Vtuber with nothing going for me, right? But I have to be careful with what I say, not for other people, but for me, because I want to make a positive impact in people, right? Help them make better decisions, and it's only when you lose or distance yourself from people that you understand what parts of your personality were based on just being with them and what you gave away to be with them or what you changed for them or what they changed on you even, right? So in my case, it's not really because I have a problem with getting attached to people. I guess that's why I have no friends or relationship or anything like that, right? I know I'm not everyone and everyone has different ways of having relationships, right? But I can understand like trying to get back something to where it was before it's a normal feeling to have, right? Can you please drop this sanctimonious, this born again crap? You were gaslighting me. I didn't know. That sounds like gaslighting to me. You made me feel broken and worthless. I'm so sorry. You left when I needed you the most. I was in a hell of my own. Yeah, you know, okay, I don't know what's gonna happen in the future of the game, but I want to mention this before we keep going, so to see if my prediction is correct, but Like I have seen this happen before in a relationship to people I know, and I guess even to myself to an extent. Uh, when a relationship breaks, it's obviously two sides of the same coin, right? And yeah, everyone has problems. Sorry, you can see like, oh, this person was being bad, like mean to me, but you'd never stop and understand the side of the other person, right? But something I do understand is that people only care about their side and are like really selfish, especially like younger people. I get the feeling that they just like chocolate deep into their own depression, and it's like, oh, I was so sad, I had these problems, and everything is about me, 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 me. And I think what people need to do to actually have nice relationships, like complete relationships, it's stop caring about yourself and only care about the other people. Because if like a relationship, it's something about two people, right? Like let's keep it like that. If you give everything for the person you love and the person you love gives everything to you, well, you're still complete, right? Because everyone is giving completely to each other, so everyone has a complete on their own. But if you give everything you have to the other person and the other person doesn't compromise, then you don't feel full, right? And if everyone is selfish, yeah, you're full, but you don't really have a relationship. So the only way of having an actual relationship, it's giving everything you have to the other person in the relationship, like always. And that includes what I'm mentioning in the God of War stream, trusting people. Like I don't know, like maybe I'm too old already, but like every time I see younger people talking, like when I go to grocery shopping, when I go to the movies, when I just walk on the park or something, I go with like a family meeting or something, and I see people talking. I don't feel like people want to be in relationships anymore. Not just romantic relationships, just I don't think people care about family. I don't think people care about friends the same we did back then, right? It kind of got lost in all this social media and I don't know, like selfish, like mental illnesses and stuff like that. It's just what happened to the human kindness we used to have? Because I know we used to have that. Even if I hate everyone, that kindness is still inside of me. Sorry, and I know it's still inside of everyone. But we need to stop all this. I was in a hell of my own. Like just because you're having a bad time, it doesn't matter what bad time you're having. It's not an excuse to hurt people, especially if it's people you love and it's people that love you. Just wanted to say that. I know I'm interrupting the game. Let's just keep going. It's because of you that I'm like this. Okay, but also the character I'm playing as, it's also not fair to blame back everyone, right? Like, if you're like this because of that person, it's because you allowed that person to change you, which is in turn your fault. So, if that's not fair, the only reason you're here is to rub your success in my. So what success? What are you talking? What are you talking? How many times do I have to say I'm sorry? Yeah, sorry doesn't fix anything. Also, what am I supposed to do? Being sorry isn't enough. But I've changed. Then show me. Okay, but that's another thing. When people hurt you and they change and they think that fixes everything, it's also not the ideal of actually. That's not growing up because honestly, I remember people from like middle school and high school and they grew up like they were terrible people. They were like bullies. They were like drug addicts. The worst kind of people you could imagine, right? And they kind of became quote unquote decent people. And they like, I changed. We're still hung up in the past. And it's like, it's not being hung up in the past. You're not a good person now. Now you're just like a different kind of bad person. Because like a good person, uh, a good person, when you do bad, you do everything you can and you do it for the rest of your life. Like you don't expect to the other people to forgive you. I think the only person that can forgive you is yourself. Like you know when you did something wrong and you know that you have to pay for it, and the only person that can say it's enough, I did enough, it's you. And you don't have to expect forgiveness because I don't think forgiveness is something that it's given to you. It's something that you earn, and it's through suffering because suffering brings understanding. So I think both characters are being kind of. I mean, they are teenagers, right? Like probably like 15 or something, like 18. I don't know. So they are still a bit young to understand all of this. So I like the game. I'm liking the game. I don't want you to think just because I'm criticizing or like commenting on this, I don't like the game. I'm actually liking the game a lot. Personally, I agree that romance nowadays is kind of strange right now, but I disagree with the notion of devoting yourself to your partner. In the end, You're also a person with needs and problems. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. When I say the bothing, yeah, maybe that's a bit confusing. I worded that a little weird. Uh, I don't say that you have to leave everything that you're doing and everything you want to be aside. It's not that kind of devoting. It's like what I mean is both of you have to devote to each other because only then you can solve the problems both of you have, right? So let's say to solve a problem you need 100% of energy for just to say something, right? But you as a human being only have 50% of energy. That's when you want to tackle something alone, you cannot do it because you're not supposed to be doing it alone. So even if you try your damn hardest and you manage to get to 55% energy, well, guess what? The problem still requires 100 energy and you cannot solve it. But if you get with a partner and you work with each other and you devote each other, you can borrow that 50% you're missing from that person. And yeah, that person is gonna be at 0% for that time. But then you can solve your problems with the help and then you can give back the 50%, and sometimes you can lend your 50%, and you can be sharing the 100% as needed, right? So yeah, I do agree. Everyone is a person with needs and problems, but that's exactly why we have relationships, especially romantic relationships. You know, a husband, a wife, two wives, two husbands. I don't really care, right? Uh, the only thing I know about a relationship is it has to be between two people, right? That's oh, I have two girlfriends and two boyfriends. That's bullshit. I'm not sorry. That's bullshit. So yeah, everyone has problems. Everyone has needs. I do agree with that, but that's exactly why you have to support each other completely. Not all the time. It's not that you have to leave what you want to do aside. If someone asks you to stop living your dream or stop trying to make your dream come true for them, that's not healthy, and I don't think that's a devoted relationship because the devotion it's like when you devote yourself to a god, right? But it's as you devote yourself to your partner as if that person was a god, but they do the same, right? So it's kind of hard to explain. So I'm just gonna keep playing. Then show me. I'm still here. I'm still here, you idiot. I'm getting rid of. Yeah, I knew we were getting rid of a corpse. Murderer. Two people and I'm still here helping you like a dumbass. I mean, you shouldn't, but thank you. All because I want my friend back. Okay, yeah, that's pretty fucked up. But it's never enough. Like this is a good example of what I was saying. It's never gonna be enough. Like you can see it's the other way around. I think the character we're playing as it's gaslighting this girl because like if you do something bad to someone, that doesn't give you the right to force them into oh you have to do this for me, you have to do this for me, you have to do this for me, and it's gonna be enough when I say it's enough, right? No, you have to be a responsible person and say like okay, I cause like I don't think a healthy relationship is causing as much suffering as you got dealt. I think you can forgive, but don't forget it's important. So yeah, it was a body. F you. I don't like where this is going. When I was like 9, my grandma got really sick and nobody told me. One day she said something that upset me, and I thought to myself, when is this gonna die? I felt bad night instantly. Months went by and she was seemingly getting worse, but I didn't notice. I hated making assumptions so everything went over my head. She eventually died, and the fact was kept from me for a couple of days. Mom was so afraid of traumatizing me, she kinda left the burden to my aunt, who told me what happened during a walk to the supermarket. My aunt was visibly worried that I was gonna take it badly. Like, me and Grandma were tight. Tight as hell, man. We watched Dragon Ball together. Like, odd anime references all the way for some reason. Even though she didn't like the show, she was more into Slam. Yeah, it's older, right? Anyway, I also like Slam Dunk more than I liked Dragon Ball. I felt nothing. My aunt did her best to soften the blow, but when I heard the words, nothing changed inside me. I was sad, but not in the way I would thought it would be with news like this. I constantly asked myself, am I a monster? I usually wish people died, so I don't think I'm the right person to talk about this. That question still haunts me. To this day, I'll fear being incapable of empathy. I'm hurting you all the time. And I hate my family, so I don't think I don't think I quite understand emotionally this part of the game. I always f something up, but everyone fucks sometimes, right? That we have the capacity to forgive. It's always about you in the end. Yeah, I'm conceding, considerate, manipulative, and calculating, forgetting every word for maximum effect. Did I get that right? Rub my success in your face? Unbelievable. I came here because I wanted to help and have a heart to heart with you. And bury a body, I guess. I thought maybe things will go back to being fine if we simply talk, you know. Guess not. I point out your abuse and you act like the victim. I mean, I know some people like act like this, but I don't think that's what she's doing. I think both of you are abusive and both of you are the victim somehow. You're right. You're right. Guess it didn't change after all, huh? Come on, let's get better mistakes. I mean, if anything, if you're gonna distance from people, you better use that time to grow up. And, like, overcome your trauma. I think like, a lot of people don't really give it a chance to overcome their trauma. I can talk about this from experience, by the way, but I'm not gonna go into detail. And just some people just say like, "Oh, I'm traumatized. I have these problems. I have issues," and they just go with it, and they go to like a therapist and something. I don't believe in therapists. I'm just gonna say that you can believe if you want. You can go to one if you want. I have gone to a therapist. It doesn't help. I don't think anything that a therapist can tell you, you can tell it to yourself because you should already know. And you have to sit down and like have a conversation with yourself. And maybe then you can give yourself the chance to help the problem. Because you always can. Like any mental illness that it's not obviously like a syndrome or something like that. You can get over it if you're strong enough mentally. And yeah, you're gonna say, how am I gonna be strong enough if I'm broken mentally, right? Well, I understand that, but believe me, you can. If someone like me can, and yeah, maybe I don't have the best life or I don't have friends or anything, but believe me, I'm good with myself. And if someone like me can do it, if someone like me can gather enough strength to get over the problems that I had before, and I'm still trying to fix stuff, right? Like anyone else, like you're always gonna have problems, but you have to learn to be strong enough. You have to steel yourself and just get over them. Not forget them because that's no way that's gonna happen, but use them to build a better you for the future. Like it's not gonna happen in one day. It might be years. It may never happen. I don't know, but you have to try. And that's the only way you're gonna have a healthy relationship. It's if you have a healthy relationship with yourself first. That job I took is paying off. Last time I did this, I was planting much worse. How many people have we killed and buried? I'm sorry about what happened. You went through a lot, Dad. I'm the reason for a bunch of it. I'm not in the place to say anything back. Not even now, like... I was a bitch. There's no way around it. But I think if you trust me... I think if you trusted me, things will eventually be okay. This second guessing has to end. I'm not Hannibal Lecter. A proper reference. I'm not this villain mastermind. There's history here. B. I want to like you. Like, okay, let's go with this one. Yeah, there's history. History you will never forget no matter what I do. I could say that I miss you, that I love you, and that I'm gonna change. They're always going to be on the fence, because that's not... those are not things you say. Those are things you do. You don't say you love me, you love me. You don't say you miss me. And you don't say you're gonna change, you change. That's fine. I earned the reputation. I don't have to carry that weight. I'm just waiting for one of them to kill the other. By the way, this is a linear visual novel, so I don't think my choices affect anything except the dialogue. What can I do to have your trust back? If I could do anything, what would it be? I think like getting rid of a body, it's enough. I don't know. I'm the only one still here. I'm an accomplice. My hands are dirty. And I don't even know this person I'm burying. Where did you guys even met? How did your bum ass pull a body like that? So that's why you really think of me. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows what's going through Machiavelli's mind? Oh great, I'm bleeding again. Mom says my brain will literally implode from stress if I give up like this. Oh, that happens to me sometimes. I do bleed from my nose sometimes. Should I be worried? She asks me all the time about you and I never know what to say. What should I tell her, hmm? You know, I started to watch I Love Gundam just as he would have something to talk about. My favorite so far is Seda. Oh, Gundam. Oh, okay, so I thought it was like a different show. That's shit cinema. Oh, I really like Camille B then. Okay. Wait, how do you know I'm Moriko? I never put my name in this. I think you were right all along. Did you read my name from my itch.io page? What is this? And there's nothing you love more than being right. So there you go. I do love being right. Okay, yeah, it's okay. I'll never change. I do love being right. It's my favorite thing in the world. Nothing beats that feeling. Not as long as I do it for you. I can forgive. No, I cannot forgive. But not forget. Yeah, that's right. I don't forgive and I don't forget. I'm the worst kind of person. I read somewhere that there's two versions of ourselves. The person you want to be and the person you actually are. Successful people marry the two. Welcome to my wedding. Nice. That's it, I'm dead. I wonder where the game pulled my name from. From my itch.io account, from my desktop, probably from my desktop name, right? And that's it. Just want to make sure it says, B receives a call from a friend in need. They're strange, but there's a bond that won't go away, for better and for worse. In the Grace of Her Malice is an old school linear visual novel made in roughly a week. Looks pretty good to be done in a week. By Kiri and Merenchdo. Length 20-25 minutes. It took me like, well, I talk between text, right? Okay, so I guess that was In the Grace of Her Malice. It was a short game, but a really good one. I think it's been a while since I last played a visual novel. I think this one actually, it's one of my favorites that I played recently. I don't like when games pull your name from somewhere. It makes me distrust the game a little bit, but I know it's not harmful. It's better to ask the name and people can input the name they want, right? But I guess if that happened, it wouldn't be a surprise. Uh, so yeah, that's the only thing that I quote unquote didn't like about the game. It's them pulling my name from, I don't know. The name's taken from your computer. This was an attempt to dox you. Joking. Yeah, it probably was an attempt to dox me, but you don't know my actual name is Moriko, so it's useless. You cannot dox me when my real name is Moriko. There's nothing that can be done. Anyway, aside from that I didn't like, and again, I think it's better for games to ask for the name instead of pulling it from somewhere, because again, you can dox people by mistake, right, or something like that, or you can just make people don't feel comfortable with the game because a game taking information from the desktop, it's not nice. But aside from that, I like just judging the visual novel. I think it's a pretty good game, and Moriko, you should get yourself checked. I'm okay, don't worry about it. I had that since I was a kid. It's been happening less. I think it happened more when I was a kid. Like, I was bleeding a lot from my nose when I was a kid. But the older I became, the better it got. So it only happens like 1 or 2 a year. Anyway, uh, really good game. Really nice visual novel. I like the story. I thought the millennial Gen Z language was going to bother me a little bit, and it does. But somehow the story really shines through I don't get why all the anime references they kind of break the tension for me. They're like, oh, you guys like me and we had a relationship, but I really like Gundam. It was really good. Do you remember that transformation? And I will never forgive myself. I've been drinking and I'm at an OnlyFans thought or something like that, and then just and it was really good animation. I think it's a really show. And it kind of broke it from me. Like I know it's supposed to make the characters human, which makes sense, and it works. Somehow this game makes it work. I think other games tried that anime reference and it doesn't go well, but in this game works because it feels kind of real. Anyways, in the peak of for peak, I think it adds to the unapologetic rawness. To be honest, well, yeah, I think that's a good way to describe the game. Like raw. I think it's a pretty raw game with the emotions that it's displaying. I don't think the game really touches like I don't think the game pulls its punches to be honest when it's about feelings. I think it's really well done. I actually like it. I'm not okay with a bunch of things that's happening in the game, but the game doesn't try to be patronizing about them, right? I mean, the game is telling you this girl used to make OnlyFans and they smoke and they drink and they kill people, but it doesn't try to justify the characters, right? Which is something I really, really like because the game it's not telling you what to think about the story. It's just telling the story. And I think that's something we don't see a lot in games, just displaying the story and letting yourself make the judgment. And because of that, I think this game is based. I'm gonna give this game a 5 out of 5 on Itch.io because that's something really nice to do. Not be patronizing with the people that it's playing the game, that it's reading the story. It's something that I don't see a lot, and I really appreciate that in a game. So this game, it's a certified Moriko banger. It's gonna go to the certified Moriko games list, of course. Uh, and yeah, the character is also really cute. I mean, it's really nicely drawn, and the backgrounds too, and everything. I think the game looks beautiful. The story is really nice. I don't care if it's a linear story because it's a really good story. And again, I think the fact that I don't like the millennial Gen Z language and the anime references is more like a personal choice, and I will never take that into account when judging a game. So, yeah, it's perfect. I don't think it's perfect, right? But it was made like in a week. Come on, for being done in a week, I think this is absolutely amazing. So, yeah, I really like this game. Would I like to play more games like this? I don't think so. I think this one is like the exception, but really good game. Yeah, thank you for recommending it, Als. Another big banger, whatever you people say to say things are good. What happened to you saying this is a good game? This is a nice game. This is a great game. We started using like epic and stuff like that, and everything went to. Anyway, yeah. Just a reminder: don't smoke, don't drink too much, especially don't drink in a forest. Don't kill people. Of course, that goes without saying. You can hate whatever you want. You can hate people. You don't have to talk to people if you don't want to. If someone hurts you, you have the right to cut them from your life. Even if you miss them, maybe think it's not the best idea to come back. And you also have the right to make mistakes, but you have to apologize properly, right? And apologizing, it's not saying it. Apologizing is not feeling it. Apologizing is doing something to fix it. Even if you know it cannot be fixed, you try to do something. Even if it doesn't work, you keep trying. And when you think it's enough, it's enough. Not when the person you're trying to apologize to says it. So that's my life advice from you. You don't have to agree with me. That's the fantastic thing about opinions, that you have the right to be wrong because I know I'm right. But yeah, I'm joking, right? Well, not really. I know I'm right, but anyway, you have the right to do whatever you want. That's the important thing. And I will not judge you until you're being a bad person. Then I will judge you. But anyway, I think that's gonna be all for today. I already streamed like 2 hours or something of God of War, and this game it's 1 hour already. So I hope you guys like the double stream today. I don't think I'm gonna be doing a lot of double streams because it's kind of heavy on me. I have to run, get lunch, come back, and play again. But yeah, I think this was good. I will try to play something else next week. We're gonna have the drawing stream next week. We're gonna have more God of War, the Grand Blue Fantasy. I will try to put another indie game or some other stuff I want to stream. But yeah, and the weekend it's a no go for me, so I'm not gonna upload anything during the weekend. So you can rest from all the Moriko you had this week. Don't forget to enjoy your weekend. Do something nice. Eat something nice. You can have some ice cream now that it's getting hot. Well, I think it's not getting hot everywhere, right? But if you're living in a place where it's getting hot, you can get some ice cream. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your life. as much as possible, or don't. You don't have to do anything that I tell you to do. Anyway, I think that's all for today. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you. Wait. Before I go, did I got any questions? I got to. I always forget to check these things. This one says his art is always a banger, and this one says Hikiyami Moriko makes fire, but for some reason fire is spelled wrong. And I'm gonna that a brush thingy art? Okay, it's art. Okay, thank you guys. I'm glad you enjoy what I draw. I know I'm really not a good artist, but I try to do funny things, enjoyable things. And yeah, I think that's all for today. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next indie game stream or whatever I decide to do with this channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.